Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, gasping, maybe even crying out, because your leg muscles suddenly clenched in unbearable pain? It's not just you. This happens to millions of seniors over 60, and sadly, it often gets worse with time. Many try stretching, hydration, even sleeping pills, and still, the cramps return. Dr. James here. For the past 25 years, I've helped older adults regain comfort, sleep, and strength without relying on more medications. What I've learned may surprise you. Some of the most effective relief doesn't come from a pill bottle. It comes from your kitchen. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 everyday foods. Yes, foods that naturally help reduce leg cramps, restore mineral balance, and support stronger, calmer legs. Let's begin a gentler, more hopeful approach, starting with something as simple as what's on your plate. 1. Banana. It's not just a snack, it's potassium in disguise. Bananas are one of the most familiar fruits in the world, but for many older adults, especially those who live alone or struggle with diabetes or muscle pain, bananas may seem too basic to matter. The truth is, this simple yellow fruit holds a quiet secret when it comes to leg cramps. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral your body depends on to send electrical signals to your muscles. Without enough potassium, your muscles can suddenly tighten, especially when you're asleep. Each medium banana contains about 450 milligrams of potassium, which covers roughly 10% of an adult's daily needs. That's not a magic number, but it's a solid, reliable source, especially if your meals often lack vegetables or if you take diuretics, water pills, that deplete your mineral stores. But potassium isn't the only thing bananas offer. They also contain small amounts of magnesium and vitamin B6, which together support nerve relaxation and muscle recovery. And unlike supplements, bananas are gentle on your stomach, soft to chew, and naturally sweet, making them a perfect fit for seniors with sensitive digestion. In fact, studies from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirm that regular potassium intake is associated with fewer nighttime cramps in older adults, especially when paired with adequate hydration. That's why eating a banana 1 to 2 hours before bed may help reduce painful nighttime spasms and support better sleep. Still, moderation matters. If you're diabetic, consider pairing bananas with a source of protein, like unsweetened yogurt or a handful of nuts, to slow sugar absorption. And if you have kidney disease, always ask your doctor before increasing potassium-rich foods. Real-life example? Mrs. Dolores, 79, from North Carolina. She wrote, "I used to wake up kicking at the sheets from the pain. Then I started having half a banana before bed with almond butter. I didn't think much of it until I realized my cramps were almost gone." Bananas may not sound revolutionary, but sometimes the simplest changes lead to the most peaceful nights. But potassium isn't the only hero here. 2. Salmon. The fish that fights cramps while helping your heart. If bananas bring balance with potassium, then salmon brings deep calm through magnesium. And it does so quietly, steadily, and deliciously. For seniors, especially those over 60, facing poor circulation, tight muscles, or aching legs at night, salmon may be one of the most underestimated remedies on the dinner table. Salmon contains magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in the body, including how your muscles contract and relax. When magnesium is low, your nerve endings can misfire. This can lead to spasms, jerking sensations, and those sharp cramps that hit just as you begin to drift into sleep. A 100-gram serving of baked salmon provides about 30 milliliters of magnesium. It may not sound like a lot, but when combined with omega-3 fatty acids, the effect is amplified. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They improve blood flow, reduce stiffness, and help deliver oxygen to your muscles. That's vital because many seniors suffer cramps not just from mineral imbalance, but from poor circulation that starves muscle tissue of oxygen. And unlike red meat, salmon supports your heart, memory, and metabolism without increasing inflammation or blood pressure. In a randomized clinical trial published in Circulation, older adults who consumed fatty fish like salmon 3 times per week experienced improved vascular function and reduced muscle tension, particularly in the legs. This makes it a strategic choice, not just for managing pain, but for strengthening overall resilience. For best results, seniors should aim for 2 to 3 servings of salmon per week. Baked, steamed, or lightly pan-seared. Avoid deep frying, which damages those healthy fats. Pair your salmon with leafy greens or sweet potatoes to boost the cramp-fighting mineral combination of potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Mrs. Linda, age 70, from Seattle, said it best. When I switched from steak to salmon 3 times a week, I thought I'd miss the flavor. But what I didn't expect was to sleep through the night without waking up from leg pain. Salmon changed my evenings. Salmon is more than a meal. It's a steady friend, one that works silently, repairing your muscles and letting you rest. But magnesium has a gentler partner you shouldn't ignore. 3. Milk and fortified milk. It's not just for kids, it helps your legs rest. Many older adults believe milk is only good for bones or something they left behind in childhood. But when it comes to muscle cramps, especially those that wake you at 2 or 3 in the morning, milk may quietly hold one of the most powerful combinations of nutrients your body needs. Milk is rich in calcium, which your muscles rely on to contract and relax smoothly. When your calcium levels drop, which they naturally do during the night, nerve signals can misfire, leading to sudden tightness, spasms, and that shooting pain in your calves or feet. 1 cup of low-fat cow's milk provides about 300 milligrams of calcium, or nearly 30% of your daily requirement. It also offers vitamin D, which boosts your body's ability to absorb and use calcium effectively. But there's another hidden helper in milk: tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes the release of melatonin and serotonin, helping your body relax and drift into deeper sleep. That's why many seniors report fewer cramps and better rest after simply drinking a warm glass of milk before bed. Clinical findings support this. According to data published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors with low calcium intake were significantly more likely to experience leg cramps and disrupted sleep patterns. Reintroducing calcium-rich foods, particularly in the evening, helped restore nighttime muscle stability. What if you can't digest lactose? That's okay. Choose calcium-fortified plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat milk. Just be sure to check the label. Look for at least 300 milligrams of calcium per serving and no added sugars. And remember, timing matters. Drink milk about 1 hour before bed, when your body is winding down but still able to absorb nutrients. Mr. Jerry, age 73, from Iowa, shared, "I never thought milk could help. I'd stopped drinking it years ago, but once I started having a glass before bed, I noticed fewer cramps. It felt like my legs finally had what they needed to relax." Sometimes, rest doesn't begin with stretching or medication. It starts with a warm, calming cup of minerals. But what if you could drink your minerals cold? Coconut water, electrolytes from nature, without the sugar crash. On warm mornings or after a short walk, your legs might feel a little heavy, maybe even twitchy. If you're like many seniors, you might reach for water, but still feel off balance. That's where coconut water comes in. Coconut water is more than a tropical treat. It's one of the most naturally balanced electrolyte drinks available, and it contains the exact minerals your muscles crave: potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium. In fact, a single 240 milliliter glass provides around 600 milligrams of potassium, more than a banana, along with smaller but meaningful amounts of other muscle-supporting nutrients. Why does this matter? Because leg cramps often stem not just from low potassium, but from electrolyte imbalances, where the harmony between different minerals breaks down, especially after sweating, taking medications like diuretics, or simply going too long without proper hydration. Unlike sports drinks, coconut water contains no added sugars, no caffeine, and very few calories, making it ideal for seniors with diabetes or high blood pressure. It's easy on the kidneys when consumed in moderation, and the gentle sweetness makes it easy to enjoy, especially in the morning. Research from the Journal of Physiological Biochemistry has shown that natural electrolyte beverages like coconut water can significantly improve post-exercise recovery and reduce cramping, particularly in older adults with mild dehydration or mineral loss. Try having 1 glass of coconut water after light activity, like a morning walk or light gardening. For some seniors, even standing too quickly can trigger a spasm. Coconut water helps replenish what your muscles lost before cramps set in. Take Mrs. Eleanor, 66, from Arizona. It's dry here, and I used to feel cramps by the time I reached the second bench in the park, she said. My daughter told me to swap my morning tea for coconut water. I thought it was silly, but within days, the cramps eased. I felt more alert too. Just remember, if you have kidney issues or need to restrict potassium, check with your doctor before making it a daily habit. And always choose unsweetened coconut water, not blends with syrups or fruit juice. Natural, simple, and refreshingly effective. But what if your favorite root vegetable held the secret too? 5. Sweet potato. Better than bananas. This humble root packs a bigger punch. Sweet potatoes have long been seen as a comfort food. Soft, warm, and familiar. But few realize that this modest root is one of the most powerful natural tools we have to calm leg cramps and restore mineral balance, especially for older adults who can't eat bananas due to blood sugar concerns. A medium-sized sweet potato, around 130 grams, contains approximately 540 to 560 milligrams of potassium. That's even more than a banana. Potassium is essential for muscle function, helping regulate nerve signals and preventing the spasms that strike without warning in the middle of the night. But sweet potatoes offer more than just potassium. They're also packed with beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, a nutrient that supports circulation and reduces inflammation in muscle tissue. Plus, the soluble fiber in sweet potatoes helps regulate blood sugar and improve gut health, both of which play a quiet role in muscle recovery and hormonal balance. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, sweet potatoes can be a safer choice. They release sugar more slowly than white potatoes, and when paired with healthy fats or protein, have a gentler effect on blood sugar. Bake them, steam them, or mash them, but avoid deep frying, which strips away their anti-inflammatory benefits and adds unnecessary oils. A 2023 analysis published in Nutrition Reviews linked higher dietary potassium from whole food sources especially root vegetables, to a 23% lower risk of recurring nighttime muscle cramps in older adults. It's a reminder that sometimes the best medicine is right there on your plate. Mr. Henry, age 69, from Georgia, found this out the old-fashioned way. "I was tired of bread," he shared. "One of the guys at the retirement club told me he switched to sweet potatoes and felt less tightness in his legs. I tried it. Didn't expect much, but I haven't had a full cramp in weeks." Sweet potatoes are gentle on digestion, easy to prepare, and rich in flavor. They feel like comfort food, but act like a mineral booster for your muscles. And leafy greens? They're more powerful than you think. 6. Dark leafy greens. Spinach isn't just for strength, it keeps your legs calm. Many seniors overlook leafy greens, thinking they're too harsh on the stomach or too light to make a difference. But the truth is, when it comes to leg cramps, dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, and bok choy are mineral banks, quietly restoring the nutrients your muscles and nerves rely on to function properly. One cooked cup of spinach provides about 250 milligrams of calcium and 160 mg of magnesium, along with a generous amount of vitamin K. Together, these three nutrients form a powerful trio for calming muscle spasms and supporting stable circulation, especially in aging bodies. Calcium, as we've learned, regulates nerve signals and muscle contractions. Magnesium helps keep your muscle fibers from tightening too easily. And vitamin K supports calcium absorption while also helping with blood clotting, especially relevant for seniors on blood thinners. What makes greens especially helpful is how they also support vascular flexibility. Poor circulation is a hidden factor behind many nighttime cramps. Leafy greens, rich in antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, help blood flow more smoothly to the legs, reducing numbness, stiffness, and the sudden twitches that interrupt your sleep. Clinical research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging showed that older adults who ate at least 1 cup of leafy greens daily experienced fewer leg cramps and reported improved sleep quality within 4 weeks, particularly when paired with vitamin C-rich foods to enhance mineral absorption. For best results, try adding 1 to 2 cups of greens split between lunch and dinner. Lightly steam or sauté them if raw greens upset your stomach. And if you're taking warfarin or similar medications, speak with your doctor before increasing your vitamin K intake suddenly. Mrs. Nancy, age 72, from Oregon, used to avoid vegetables. "I thought meat was the real strength food," she admitted. "But I kept waking up early, legs stiff as a board. My doctor asked me to try greens every day for 3 weeks. I was skeptical, but I actually wake up feeling rested now." Don't underestimate what leafy greens can do. They're simple, affordable, and quietly powerful. And finally, a tiny seed with mighty effects, especially for cramps. 7. Pumpkin seeds. They may be small, but they're mighty magnesium bombs. Pumpkin seeds are often forgotten, tossed aside after Halloween or reserved for baking. But for seniors struggling with muscle cramps, these tiny seeds are one of nature's richest sources of magnesium, and they fit easily into your daily routine. Just 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds provide approximately 150 milligrams of magnesium. That's nearly 40% of what older adults typically need in a day. Magnesium plays a central role in neuromuscular control, helping prevent overstimulation of muscle fibers, which often leads to cramping. It also reduces inflammation and supports better sleep, which is when many seniors experience their worst symptoms. But that's not all. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, which supports nerve health and muscle repair, and tryptophan, the same natural sleep-promoting amino acid found in milk. This makes them a double win, calming both muscles and mind before bedtime. Unlike pills or powders, pumpkin seeds are easy to digest, shelf-stable, and require no preparation. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or simply enjoy a small handful as an evening snack. In a randomized study published in Magnesium Research, older adults with nighttime cramps who consumed magnesium-rich foods, especially pumpkin seeds, experienced a significant reduction in cramp frequency and intensity after just 3 weeks. What's more, their sleep satisfaction also improved. Mr. Alton, age 76, from Michigan, shares his experience. "I was tired of trying new pills. They made me groggy and nothing really worked. My granddaughter brought me a bag of roasted pumpkin seeds, said they were good for sleep. I started eating them before bed and I swear, no cramps for nearly 2 weeks now." Just one caution: pumpkin seeds are high in calories and can be hard to chew if roasted too hard. Choose unsalted, lightly roasted seeds, or try pumpkin seed butter if you have dental concerns. These seeds may be small, but their impact is big, especially for older adults looking for simple, safe ways to reduce pain. Now let's bring it all together in one practical, easy-to-follow daily guide. Let's bring it all together. Over the past few minutes, you've explored 7 simple, familiar foods that quietly support stronger legs, calmer nerves, and more peaceful nights, all without adding another pill to your cabinet. Here's your daily checklist to reduce leg cramps naturally. 1. Banana. 1 ripe banana in the morning or before bed. Salmon. 2 to 3 times per week, baked or steamed. 3. Milk or fortified milk. 1 cup in the evening. 4. Coconut water. 1 glass after light activity. Sweet potato. 1 medium at lunch or afternoon. Dark leafy greens. 1 to 2 cups per day, cooked or raw. Pumpkin seeds. 1 to 2 tablespoons daily as a snack. You don't need to eat all 7 foods every day. Just 3 or 4 across the week can quietly restore balance. And comfort. Post this list where you'll see it: your fridge, your nightstand, even inside your pantry door. These foods are not rare, they're not expensive, and for many seniors, they've brought steady, gentle change. Your body still listens. Even after 60, 70, or 80 years, when treated kindly, it responds. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep choosing well, one small meal at a time. And if you found this helpful, if your legs feel a little lighter, or your sleep a little deeper, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Every week, we share science-backed, friendly tips just for seniors, with the same care and clarity you've seen today. You deserve a life with strong steps and restful nights. Because leg cramps don't have to define your sleep. You do.